So you can see here, I'm putting cardboard on the edges of this. And it's so small that I put pins in the side of the balls of wood to hold the card until the glue dries. So that's how I hold it in. I used to hold them with my fingers, but it's just taking too much time and it's very difficult. So there's a tip on that. Here's the chimney shaped around a piece of balls of wood. And then I put some JB Weld on the outside there to clean it up afterwards. So it's beginning to shape up. That will be the chimney like this. All the parts are coming together. Here's the boat at the moment, done quite a bit of work. And down here, I'm making more decking. And I'm using a method that used to be used, I think, a long time back with my uncle. It's using pins to hold the cardboard on in place while the glue dries. So it's moving along nicely. And now I'm kind of getting into the new mode of doing some little bit of fine details. You can see I pinned up this deck here. So I'll show you that quickly. As you can see here, I put on this edge of this deck here and pinned it on late just now. So it's drying. Put on this mast and I put up quite a few details on. So we're getting there. Like, you know, here's the little nails from picture hangers. Here's larger nails and pencil pieces here. A chopstick kebab holder piece of wood here from a kebab. A toothpick is here. This is an end of a chopstick. So you know all the different parts you can make out of pieces around the house. So as you can see, I got to be careful there. I put also, I use this red thread around this, and this is actually a light coat hanger soldered together on top to make the mast. I decided to make that out of metal this time, so it's a little stronger, and I wound a thread around and put a little glue on to give it some, you know, strengthening look. These guns were put in today. They gave me a little bit of trouble. I have one of these that's loose, so it might have to be fixed. But here we have the cranes with a little bit of winding and the hooks coming down, which are fixed for traveling. And we have a pencil back here and a couple of guns with nails in them. The other thing I used was a safety pin for, I think, one of these guns. Safety pins clipped off. So you can use different things for different ideas. And the pin, there's a pin in here holding this hook down on the crane. So you know, you just have to be kind of a little, this is actually a kebab stick here, the mast. So there you go, you can adapt with parts, and you know, you can use soft balls of wood on some parts and then harder wood on parts you want to shape that, you know, you don't want to chip, like this is hardwood. And then some balls of wood in some of these places where you stick these pins in. But you know, you can vary it up. So there you go. It's getting close to complete. So I made the first chimney out of cardboard, and I sliced it out here and bent it around. And then I put JB Weld, like the filler in there, and then sanded it. And it turned out pretty good. Cardboard got a little frayed on top. And then I epoxied the 2.5 chopsticks on. But I wasn't happy with the way it shaped, and I'm having trouble with it. So I started trying to steam, and if you actually put the cardboard in a steamer and bend it and then clamp it, you get a better effect. I tried it, I have a little bit of a crease here and that, and I tried it a couple of times, and this one even got better. And I clamped this and then glued it. Then I ended up here with this nice chimney here. Kind of pointed out with something. Here we go. This nice chimney here. And it's like really streamlined, and there's no crevice. I even have a little bit of a lip from the cardboard itself on the top of the chimney, which is lovely. So I clamped it like this, right? And then when it's done, I take the clamp off and just trim the back of the chimney. So there you go. So steam is working quite well for me. It makes the cardboard a little bit less, you know, too soft. So it's a little bit better to mold it, and it dries out in the shape if you hold it. So it's a good way of doing it. Yeah, I sanded the boat and I put the first primer on, a light primer, to see how it looks. And I'll see how the finish looks. Sand it and do it again.